Hey guys, welcome back to JR14. Here I am with another video for you guys today, and unfortunately, Project Mark 7 is in trouble with New York City, and I'm about to tell you why. Alright, so pretty much everyone knows if you live in New York City within the 5 boroughs, that's Staten Island, Queens, Bronx, Brooklyn, or Manhattan, you know that they have these things that for motorists, such as red light cameras or speed cameras through school zones. These are things that we are all too fond of and already know so much about these days. But New York City's doing something a little shady and a little bit new. There's just a lot of this misconception of what it is, or how you get it, or what's the outcome after you get it. So I'm here to explain that to you today. So the crazy thing about New York is that we all know that we all know New York City is a loud place. It's a place if you don't like sound, with cabs beeping at you or planes flying by, or even us car enthusiasts with our exhaust, this is not the city for you. But unfortunately, New York is trying to crack down on people like myself, and it's unfortunate due to the fact that apparently the exhaust on this car is a little too loud. Now, if you have not been aware, New York City implemented what is called a Sleep Act, which is pretty much it's an act that was signed into law in New York City to try to stop street racers for street racing on New York City streets and causing a nuisance at night for people who are trying to sleep in the middle of the night. So I get that. There are people with for instance, there are people with loud exhaust who are not trying to be obnoxious, but you do have those people, straight pipe, G35s or whatever you may have, that straight pipe, that's pretty much a problem where you're trying to be obnoxious to the neighborhood, just like disturbing the peace if you may. So now if you want to see how I had time to calm down and collect myself, but if you want to see how I truly reacted when I first got this ticket, click in the upper right hand corner of the screen and check out Slow Speed's video where I called him, he said we need to shoot it right now, and got my actual reaction of it. Go in the upper right hand corner of the screen and check that video out. This is not a video for that. Again, this is a video to explain to you what this is and what can be done about it. So when you get an exhaust ticket for New York State, you're probably not even New York State, it's New York City. This is not like a violation if you get like a speed camera ticket or if you get a red light camera ticket. It's not any of those. So those will actually show you in the mail the address of the location, a wide range of a picture of where your car, what intersection your car was going through, or what school zone your car was going through, and let you know like, hey, you were speeding, or hey, you went through that red light even though you thought it was yellow. But these aren't even from New York State. These aren't from New York City's violation against your points or whatever. This portion is actually against New York City Environmental Protection Organization. And I'm just gonna quickly breeze over it. It says that we're writing you because your vehicle has been identified as having a muffler that is not in compliance with section 386 of the vehicle and traffic law, which prohibits excessive noise from motor vehicles. Your vehicle was recorded by a camera that takes a picture of your vehicle and the license plate, which is right there. In addition, a sound meter records the decibel level as the vehicle approaches and passes the camera. So, you know, I get that. And it gets me, and it says here, you know, authorized Volkswagen GTI with this specific plate number will have to appear on a specific day at the Newtown Creek Wastewater Resource Facility in Greenpoint Avenue, Brooklyn. So it's very unfortunate already. This is not a ticket that you can pay. This is a ticket where they actually want to see the car in person and actually do a sound decibel test on it to see if it's in compliance with New York State law. Now, the other issue, my whole thing is, the issue is with how much this ticket costs. So I'm actually going to explain that real quick. So the exhaust ticket, it says if you fail, now people got this misconstrued a little bit. Now if you are a person that has an exhaust ticket, or is pretty much a car that is loud, that is being obnoxious and gets caught by one of the cameras, it's not a ticket you have to pay. Now it's a summons to summon your car to this place, the facility, to have your car tested. If you fail to appear, it says the New York City Noise Pollution Control Code. The maximum penalty the first time if you don't appear is $875. If you do not appear for the second time, it's $1,750. Pretty much, which is absolutely crazy to even hear. But the fact that, I'm just gonna put that in perspective for you really quickly. In New York City, if you're doing it at 25, if you're going past a speed camera in a 25-mile-an-hour zone, that's a $50 ticket. If you're doing 20 over the speed limit past a speed camera, it's a $50 ticket. Maybe 80 in some places, depending on if you're in Manhattan or not. But mainly it's $50 to $80. If you go past a red light, meaning a moving violation, if a cop stopped you, pulled you over, asked for your license and handed you a ticket, that would make your insurance go up. It's a moving violation. I think it's 3 or 4 points on your license for running a red light. If you just get caught by a red light camera, that ticket again is roughly like $50 to $100. Now, this exhaust ticket at $875. They're trying to crack down on these people, and they're trying to crack down on this whole situation. I get it, I understand New York, but I'll promise you guys, and I'll tell you guys right now, this isn't gonna work. Now, the reason why I say that is because, okay, as you guys can hear, I had to switch my exhaust back to stock to be in compliance for New York City. So, if you look at the paper, it shows a few things. Few things that are sus about the violation. I'm not going to show you the other page which I just read off of because of the fact that it has a lot of personal information on there and I don't want you guys to see that. So this is the camera, this is the picture that they actually give you. They give you a picture of the car. Now as you can see, it's really zoomed in and you can't really tell where it is. The date of exceedance was October 30th of October 30th is when I got the violation at 10:28 a.m. I got this ticket. This ticket came in the mail March 4th. So it took 5 months for them to research and write me a letter to have me come to this place to have the car inspected. Now, they also show you here the highest decibel reading, which is that they heard was 86.3 decibels. Now, the thing about it is, now I don't know if you guys can see that. If you can't, it's okay. Just gotta take my word for it. And this graph right here shows me coming towards the camera, 86 decibels being the highest point, and then me driving away from the camera, moving casually down a road. Now, I wanted you guys to know about this because I'm sure you guys heard of a lot of people on Jalopnik and Motor Trend and Road and Track that pretty much came out with this thing with the BMW M3 getting this ticket. It's not a joke. This ticket does exist. It is a violation for New York City law, and you can get it too. Now, you may think you're fine, and this is why I'm saying something. It took me 5 months to get this fine. So I want to let you guys know that if you think you're okay, you're probably not. Now, the good thing is here, I'm going to tell you where 3 of these locations are, where these cameras are. First of all, let's pause the video for a second, and I'm going to put a picture up right now of what the camera actually looks like. Here's one on Brookville Boulevard in Queens, New York, and Brookville Boulevard and 133rd Street. Here's another one on Union Turnpike, almost at Main, across intersecting Main by the Shell gas station. And here's another one by Manton and 83rd Avenue in Kew Gardens. So these are 3 that I actually did my research and walked these blocks and find them. Now I know what to look for, and now you guys know what to look for too. So before you decide to do your pops and bangs, before you decide to rev and fly down crazy down the street, just remember that this exists. This ticket does exist, you can get it too, and New York is not playing anymore with it. All right? So again, if you want to watch the comical trolling part of this is more of a serious video for me and for you guys too, because I care about you guys, and we're all car enthusiasts here. We love our cars, we love the way that they are. I don't like driving this thing with the stock exhaust on it. I can tell you that right now. I've been driving it for a few weeks now, and I clearly do not like the way it sounds. I miss the way it sounds. I lost a lot of my power too because the downpipes are. But that's unfortunate, and this is what New York City wants from us. And unfortunately, there's nothing that we can do about it. This is not something you can get a lawyer for. This is not something you can go to, this is not even something you have to go to court for. But you have to go to this place for them to inspect the car. Now, I'll give New York credit. If you don't have a way to unmodify your exhaust to bring it back to stock like I have, you will go there, you most likely will fail the test of the sound decibel reading test, and they will give you an opportunity to correct it. But again, I have to take time off work, which I lose money for, and it's unfortunate because now if you have to, let's say if you have an exhaust, right, you fail the test, now they're gonna want proof that you fixed it. So you're gonna have to appear again to take the test again. But it's very unfortunate, but I wanted to let you guys know that this is something that is serious. This is something that you should definitely be aware of. Now, if you're in Long Island and you don't go into 5 boroughs, you're safe. If you live in Connecticut, you're safe. If you go to Jersey, you're safe. If you're in Westchester, New Rochelle, you're safe. This is only within the 5 boroughs of New York. Like I said, Manhattan, Staten Island, Queens, Bronx, and Brooklyn. Schenectady, I think, is a street. I think there's 3 of them also on that road as well. Those are only a few that I know. I'm trying to get more information as we go along to try to get more information of this, but this is what I have for you so far. $875 if you ignore the ticket. It's not a ticket you can call any lawyer for and ignore, and it's pretty much something that now you are aware of. Well guys, that concludes this video. I just wanted to make you guys aware of this situation because it is a real situation. But if you guys do like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up. Make sure that you like, share, and subscribe to JR14. And you guys always remember, when it comes down to modifying your vehicles, especially exhaust, be careful. Because you know what? This is the game that we play, and that's because cars are a lifestyle. Take care, guys.